Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video after finding out yesterday that Dokkanfest first form Frieza would be the next Dokkanfest on Global. We have literally got the official reveal with the global translations and animations ready to go. So Frieza should actually be out on, what, Friday? Today's Wednesday, yeah, so he should be here on Friday. It's also been shown that JP is getting a side banner Super Saiyan 2 Trunks to come with Rose, and he's also coming to Global. So whether he's going to be on Frieza's banner is yet to be seen, or on something else entirely, we'll have to see. But he does have some global translations and animations, so we're going to take a look at those as well. So let's go through it. So I did go through Frieza's details yesterday, so I'm not going to spend too long going over them now, but for the sake of the video, he does lead Planetary Destruction Space Traveling Warriors with the 170, then gives the additional HP attack and defense plus 30% to characters who belong to Inhuman Deeds or Terrifying Conquerors. Activate the entrance animation and he gains 100% attack and defense, launches an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack for 5 turns from the character's entry turn when there are 2 or more Space Traveling Warrior category allies on the team upon the character's entry. At the start of turn gains Ki plus 3, attack and defense plus 150, and an additional attack and defense plus 150 when attacking, and gains an additional defense plus 20% and chance of performing a critical hit plus 10% per Terrifying Conquerors category ally on the team. Frieza then gains an additional 100% attack and launches an additional super attack starting from the turn in which the character performs the 5th attack in battle. If there is a Pure Saiyans category enemy, he will launch an additional super attack when there is a low class warrior category enemy and gain an additional 100% attack and 50% chance to crit. His link set is Big Bad Bosses, Frieza's Army, Universe's Most Malevolent, Strongest Clan in Space, Thirst for Conquest, Fear and Faith, Fierce Battle. And also, another thing I've seen to do with Rose hopping on JP is apparently there was a line of text that we didn't get when he dropped on Global, which essentially gives him an additional. I don't know the actual like ins and outs, but something to do with him having an additional. So he's basically getting buffed on Global. Just to put it in short, he's getting buffed on Global. So that's a good thing. His active skill can be activated when there is a low-class warrior category enemy and when there is a Pure Saiyans category enemy starting from the 3rd turn from the start of battle, or when there is none of those starting from the 5th turn from the start of battle. He will cause ultimate damage to the enemy and disable enemy's action once within the turn. His categories are Planetary Destruction, Space Traveling Warriors, Inhuman Deeds, Terrifying Conquerors, Wicked Bloodline, Gifted Warriors, and Sworn Enemies. And if you haven't noticed already, he's a solid release. However, he relies on units from categories such as Space Traveling Warriors, Terrifying Conquerors, which need massive buffs. As I said, if this was like 2-3 years ago, it would be a completely different story. And he doesn't really have any teams, including the teams that he leads, to really go on because they're not good enough, unfortunately. So if you haven't figured out already, you should be saving your stones for the 9th anniversary, which is common knowledge, but even more so, you shouldn't be putting in any stones for Frieza, because it just really isn't worth it, because his banner is also doo-doo on top of this huge problem he has in his kit. On super attack, he will stack attack by 30%, raise defense by 30% for 1 turn, cause immense damage to the enemy and greatly lower enemy's attack. Then we have the side banner Dodoria, who actually has a very similar problem to Frieza in the fact that he relies on Frieza units, which is only 2 good ones, and one of them, of course, has the massive problem of needing to rely on units from categories that aren't that good anymore. So again, even less value. So Dodoria will start the turn with Ki plus 2, attack and defense plus 150, gain an additional attack and defense plus 100% performing a super attack. He'll then gain an additional attack plus 10% up to 50%, and a chance of performing a crit plus 6% up to 30% with each attack performed. Inhuman Deeds category allows will gain Ki plus 2, attack and defense plus 50%. Good support, doo-doo category. He'll launch an additional attack that's a high chance, a 50% chance of becoming a super attack for 5 turns from the character's entry turn, then gain an additional attack and defense plus 100% and a crit chance of 50% starting from the 6th turn from the character's entry turn. Dodoria will then launch an additional attack that has a 70% chance of becoming a super attack when there is an ally whose name includes Frieza on the team and guards all attacks if that ally is attacking in the same turn. The only 2 decent Frieza units currently in the game will be this one, who, as I said, is too dependent on Space Traveling Warrior category units, who Dodoria is one of them, and Terrifying Conquerors, but you still need more. and LRAGL Golden Frieza. Outside of those 2 units, no. There's not really any good Friezas until we get more EZAs or any new releases. The link set for Dodoria is Brutal Beatdown, Coward, Frieza's Minion, Frieza's Army, Loyalty, Nightmare, Fierce Battle, and another problem which Frieza also has, Dodoria has, he doesn't have anywhere to be run. Not only does he only have 3 categories, but all of these categories are currently doo-doo in Inhuman Deeds, Terrifying Conquerors, and Space Traveling Warriors. And on Super Attack, he will raise attack and defense by 30% for 1 turn, cause supreme damage, and have a 50% chance of stunning. So now we have these new Super Saiyan 2 Trunks, which is coming out with Rose for JP. And again, I don't know when we're getting this, unless this is coming out with Frieza on his banner, which will be really weird, but you know, everything's going to be kind of up in the air with the global JP sync coming right around the corner. So let's see what he does. So he sub-leads Time Travelers. He has an entrance animation, which, upon the entrance animation, he has a chance of evading enemies' attack plus 20% and all allies key plus 3 for 4 turns from the character's entry turn when there is another Future Saga category ally on the team upon the character's entry, which is really easy to do considering how many good future units there are. He starts the turn with attack and defense plus 60% up to 300% and a chance of performing a critical hit and chance of evading enemies' attack plus 10% up to 50% per Time Traveler's category ally on the team, which is also not too difficult when you think about the massive buff that came off of Worldwide last year. So you're looking at all those new units and EZAs, and of course the Rose that's dropping on JP as well. The Global didn't get too long ago. And any future EZAs we get. Also, Fizz Goku Black, absolute OG unit for me. Used to love him, wanted him so badly, and it took me ages to pull him, but I got him, and I was so excited when I got him back in the day. He's getting a super EZA for JP right now, which I can't wait for, so I'm hoping he's sick. He's another Time Traveler. So that means off his entrance animation, he'll have like 70% chance to dodge, which is actually really nice. Okay, so far this is a good start. Where are we up to? He then gains an additional chance of forming a critical hit and a chance of evading enemies' attack plus 20% when HP is 70% or less. So that means if your HP is low, as long as you're within that entrance animation, or that entrance animation buff, he has 90% chance to dodge. Within those 4 turns, if you can get your HP down to 70% or less, you have 90% chance to dodge. This Trunks can have almost guaranteed dodge. That's crazy. Give him full dodge in the dupe system build. I'm not gonna lie, he seems like a decent slot 3 unit. He then gains an additional attack plus 150 when performing a super attack, and gains an additional attack and defense plus 150 starting from a turn in which the character evades the 3rd attack in battle. He's not bad. I wish he supported like Future Saga or Time Traveler category units with like full support, like attack and defense plus 30, 40, 50%. He's not bad. He's not bad. Goes on Super Saiyan Golden Warrior, Roll Lineage, Message from the Future, Dismal Future, Prepared for Battle, and Fierce Battle. His categories are Time Travelers, Hybrid Saiyans, Future Saga of Vegeta's Family, Super Saiyan 2, Bond of Master and Disciple, Revenge, Battle of Wits, Entrusted Will, Power Beyond a Super Saiyan, Bond of Parent and Child, Superheroes, Earthbred Fighters. On Super Attack, he is greatly raising attack and defense by 50% for 1 turn and causing supreme damage to the enemy. Okay, we're going to start off watching Trunks's and then we're going to watch Frieza and Dodoria's animations.
Just you watch. I will win back a world where everyone can
I mean, hey,
laugh in peace.
For a side banner unit, can't knock it. I can't knock it. It's not the most extravagant, but I like this little transition. It's nice. That's pretty sick.
I will win back a world where everyone can live and laugh in peace.
Voice lines sound alright as well. Can't knock it. Man pulls out the whole final clash. Love that. Hey man, for a side banner unit, that's not bad. And the entrance animation's nice. You can shout now. Where's Frieza's animations? Here they are. Again, for a side banner unit, not bad. Not bad. Look at this little dragon fruit looking ass.
Zarbon, open the upper hatch.
His animations just look so clean. So clean. It's like that meme. Let him get up. Let him get up. Let him get up. And like, look how sick this looks. Look how good Frieza looks in this as well. Like, he's not doing the most. It's an iconic moment, but it looks so good.
Well, would you look at that? Zarbon, Midoriya. Beautiful fireworks.
That sounded menacing. I'm not gonna lie, it's a shame with the whole laughing. You don't actually like hear too much of a laugh. But the way he says beautiful fireworks is actually dastardly. This right here.
Beautiful fireworks.
That's a bastard right there. That sounds good. I can't lie. His animations I always thought looked so clean. They look so sick. But in general, the global voice lines are decent. That beautiful firework sounds villainous. But let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Let me know if you're going to be summoning. I hope you won't be, but if you are, maybe Frieza's your favorite character or something, do let me know, and hopefully your summonings do go well. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care. Have a good rest of your day. And post.